There have been some major schedule changes I would like to note for today's upcoming slate of games here on Madden NFL 17. This game is not unaffected. It'll fire off at 10 a.m. here very shortly. The Seahawks and Bears game will fire off Seahawks and Giants will fire off at 3:45 later today. Oh, I'm sorry. This game will fire off at 12:15. The Seahawks and Giants will fire off at 3:45. And the final game of the losers bracket that I was originally going to have on, Sunday Night Football will be a late night game in London. Yes, I found out you can play in London on this game. There'll probably be maybe 3 games I have in either London or Mexico. That's not going to distract from the task at hand. The winner of this game will get to play San Diego. Steelers, Vikings. Coming up next. The Steelers will be donning their black and yellow retro jerseys today. You may recognize those if you've seen them. And the Vikings will be donning their alternate road whites, so they're going to be going all white for this game at US Bank Stadium. First off, I'd like to say happy holidays.
Steelers, Vikings, on EA Sports. Coming to you live from the home of the Vikings, US Bank Stadium. Hello, everyone, and happy holidays as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. I'm Brandon Gordon with Charles Davis. You love this time of year. You got friends, you got family around the holidays. You also have the crunch time of the football season coming here.
Without a doubt, and by the way, you look terrific in that plaid vest that I gave you. Thanks for being a trooper and wearing it.
I'm sorry I didn't get you any.
That's okay. That's okay. You wearing that is enough. But you're right. Coming down the stretch, every game crucial. Things count now. Things really jump up, and these guys are ready to go.
And the two sides ready to do battle. Which team wants it more? We're about to find out. Here we go. Underway now on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down to the ground at the 33-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys that you see coming into the league. But his touch, decision-making, ability to make plays, that's why Teddy Bridgewater has a chance to be a top quarterback in the league.
He brings it in for the catch. And enough for the first down.
That one was whistled in there. If you're a receiver, you have to get your hands on it so it doesn't get to your body because that one is going to hurt.
And on first down, handoff to Peterson, running between the tackles. Tackle made by Mitchell. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner, he can go the distance.
And the starting lineups brought to you by Gatorade. Gatorade, the sports fuel company. And the stop is made. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Getting set on first down. Here's a run with AP. Right side run. And he is tackled. Hardly anything there.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end, yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
Seven yards to go on second down. Here's the give. Runs up the middle, and he's hit right away.
Textbook defense. Nowhere to go for the runner. They get there. They make the tackle. Play over.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. The snap from the gun. Throws right side, and it is complete. He caught it. And he is brought down to the ground, and that brings us to fourth down. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Unable to get to the end zone, but the offense will try the field goal. And the ball sails right to 3 points.
And obviously that field goal that propels the team into the lead is nice, but there's still plenty of time to go here.
And we are teed up and ready to go. And this return will go right around the 30. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
And on first down, a little motion now from the tight end. They'll hand it off to Le'Veon Bell. And a really nice game. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Shotgun snap.
Anthony Ball almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Third and 11. Snap comes back out of the shotgun formation. The throw, good catch, and now he's able to pick up the first down as well.
Excellent read right here. No one was playing deep in the secondary. That indicated man coverage. That allowed him to now find who he wanted and get the ball to him.
First down. The give is to Bell. And get Floyd to tackle that time.
How about the defensive linemen? That's where a good run defense begins, with the guys up front. When they hold the line, hold the point of attack, that allows everyone else to get there and make tackles.
So it's 2nd and 8. A play fake here. Tries the left side, and it's complete. 16-yard gain on the play. First quarter done. Will quarter number 2 bring more points? We'll see. So far, it's an offensive struggle. Defense is dominating. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, here at US Bank Stadium, it's been 3-0 Vikings. You see Roethlisberger connect with his man on this one. We'll be back here in a few moments.
Back live now in a low-scoring affair. This has been a battle on the defensive side of the football. And on first down, shotgun formation, zips left side. And the ball drops down to the turf. Hat tip to the defense there. They were draped all over it. So the pass incomplete there, nothing doing against the man coverage.
Excellent coverage downfield. Most times the receiver wins. In this case, the defensive back did.
Second and 10. Handoff, and there's a flag on the play. Tackle made by Smith. And of course, the defense is going to accept this penalty. Long ways to go on second down. Catches the snap out of the gun. Left side throw, and it's thrown incomplete.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
And a ways to go here on third down. From the gun. Trying for the home run ball. He had it but could not hold on.
Brandon, I came out of my chair on that one. A lovely looking deep ball thrown. They were just unable to connect.
Unable to convert through the air, so now they will punt it away. Getting set on first down. Hand off to Peterson. Running left side. Able to dance around for some yards.
Look, the Steeler D's doing something in Minnesota that Denver couldn't do. Hold them.
2nd and 7. Shotgun formation. Looks to the sideline. Can't connect that time. Incomplete pass. Third down and 7. He'll operate from the gun. And a nice grab there for the reception. It's going to go for 14 yards. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
And on first down. Here's a run with AP. In search of running room on the left. He's got some yards.
That's a fine job by the defense, limiting the offense and putting them in a tougher situation.
Second and 8. Handoff to Peterson. Taken to the ground, but not before a good pickup for the offense.
The draw was called on that play. You're always looking to do that when you think the defense is expecting pass and puts on a heavy rush. In a perfect world, the defense overcommits, and you find plenty of room right up the middle.
Two yards to go here on third down. Here's a run with AP. The tackle by Lawrence Timmons.
That's what the offense would call a hard, dirty run. Everyone knew it was coming, but they still found a way to pick up the first down.
So first and 10. Handoff to Peterson. And picks up some nice yardage. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. And they'll go play action. Fires to his right side. And he's able to haul it in.
And the offense has to be excited. They were able to sell the play action pass, which means the defense is respecting their running game.
So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. And some extra help in the defensive secondary here as they drop into the dime. Takes a snap out of the gun. Tries it over the middle, and the pass does not hit its target. It falls incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They tried their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So second and 10 here. The snap from the gun. Incomplete, well covered by the defense.
Whether you deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll operate from the gun. Bridgewater bombs it away. Intercepted. And he's hit for the stop.
Nice interception by the defense on a poor pass. Now the offense has to shake that off and come back ready to go in their next series.
Operating near their own end zone. From the shotgun. And he's able to haul it in. In on the stop, it's Sharif Floyd.
People like to see sacks and big hits in the open field, but sometimes the bend and don't break philosophy works awfully well for a defense. They still have to find a way to score points, and as long as you're not giving those up, you're doing just fine.
Deep in their own territory. Shotgun snap here. Brings it in. And he's wrangled down, but not before picking up the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Nearly picked off, but he dropped it.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The snap from the gun. And nobody left to beat. He's in the clear. And here the offense is going to burn a timeout.
I don't know what you thought, partner, but I thought he was gone after that catch. I thought he was taking that one to the house. How about the defense, though? Never gave up on the play and eventually ran him down.
So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. First and 10. Shotgun snap. And he's able to bring it in. Tackled by Xavier Rhodes. And the offensive side, they're going to stop the game with the timeout.
And the running back got it done in the passing game that time. Almost like a running play because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a huge chunk of yards after making the catch.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And on first down. Snap comes back out of the shotgun formation. Ball is thrown incomplete. Great job by the defense.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Second down and 10. Shotgun formation. And it's caught. Tackle is made. was caught.
That's taking yards after the catch to the level you want. Nice reception and a long run afterwards. Too bad he was caught before he got to the end zone.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Catches the snap out of a gun. Touchdown, Steelers!
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
And now he's on to add the PAT. And the PAT goes through the uprights. And the kicker's set. We're just about ready. And the return halted at the 32. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking for the play-action pass. Sideline toss. And he wrangles in the football for a nice grab. And the offense is going to hold this game for a moment. They take that timeout.
The best quarterbacks work hard on every aspect of their game. How about the sell job by the quarterback there? Faking everyone out with a strong play-action move.
So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And on 1st down, from the gun. And the connection not made, incomplete pass. Second down and 10. Shotgun formation. And he brings it in. Able to pick up some good yardage. And a timeout on the field. This time it's the offense calling it.
As a defender, you're never crazy about a completion, but anything that doesn't result in a 1st down, you're going to be happy about. The key is to make sure it stays that way all game long. No missed tackles that turn into big plays.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. Long pass by Bridgewater. And that one almost taken away by the defense, but it falls innocently to the ground. After 2 quarters of play,
it's been a low-scoring game here at US Bank Stadium with the Steelers up by 4 after a Wheaton touchdown. Big Ben Roethlisberger is going to connect with Antonio Brown, and look at him go all the way to the 5. Ben Roethlisberger is going to connect with his man Antonio Brown and go to the 40. Steelers down by 3. Ben Roethlisberger is going to connect with his man on this one. And as you look at the EA Sports halftime report, it's a close game with the Vikings dominating some categories and Pittsburgh dominating others. Steelers are going to get the ball this half.
Everyone getting lined up, and it looks like we are just about set to rock. Time for the third quarter. We'll see what halftime adjustments have been made as the kickoff comes here. And the run back is halted right around the 28 this time. Getting set on first down. They'll operate from the gun. Roethlisberger uncorks it. Incomplete overthrow.
Even incompletions have their place. A beautiful deep attempt. They were unable to connect, but now the defense has to think about that the rest of the game.
Offense still leading 10 yards. Second down. Handoff from the eye. Linval Joseph with the tackle. Third down and 10. Takes a snap out of the gun. Big Ben going deep. Incomplete. Really good coverage that time. So they test out the secondary with a deep ball, but the defense wins this round.
And everything looked right. Beautiful throw, just unable to connect.
Here's Sherrills on the return. And there's a flag on the field.
Personal foul. Receiving team. First down.
And the offense lining up first and 10. Here's a run with AP. The tackle by Lawrence Timmons.
Brandon, it appears that this offense is just trying to get into a groove by establishing their running game. Small gains as they try to accumulate the yardage that they hope will pay off throughout the game.
Second down at 6. And it's a handoff. Running up the middle. Not much daylight there. Whatever was there, snuffed out quickly.
As this game continues, the offensive line has to do a better job of creating space for the running back.
Third and 3. The snap from the gun. Incomplete.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
The defense holds serve there on the incompletion, and now the special teams unit out for the punt. Good chunk of yardage there. And on 1st and 10 now. They'll hand it off to Le'Veon Bell. Brought down by Joseph.
These are not the runs that you worry about early in the game. These are runs that you're establishing now for later in the game, trying to wear a defense down and create holes that you'll exploit later.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. The give is to Bell. And there's the tackle, but there's also a 1st down for the offense.
Strange as it sounds, Brandon, sometimes as a defender, you'd much rather take out a guy who runs with power. He comes straight at you. But those guys who can juke you, those plays can go for big yardage.
Two tight ends set this time. And they'll stick with the ground game on 1st down.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st. They'll hand it off to Le'Veon Bell and able to pick up some good yardage.
Yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The handoff, moving up the middle. And that carry was just carry number 1 here for the game. And a good carry to move the chains.
Excellent job by the running back by dropping his shoulder and powering his way forward.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll operate from the gun. And it's thrown incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They tried their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Tackle by Barr.
Terrific play there, Brandon. Got him off balance, got him set up, and juked him and made a great move.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8 from the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it.
Just got ahead of himself there, Brandon. Tried to run before he secured the ball.
So the offense unable to get 6 here. They'll go for the field goal. And the field goal
counted on getting 3 points there. That's exactly what they got. Right through the middle of the goalpost.
And everyone is lined up for the kickoff. And the return here gets him right around the 24-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Hand off to Peterson. Up the middle. Penalty marker is down here. And that penalty will wipe out a big gain by the offense. And on first down, here's a run with AP, moving left side. The tackle by Lawrence Timmons. So that does it for 3 quarters of action. The final quarter, the fourth, will be coming up after this timeout. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back as we are about to get underway here in the next quarter. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. And throw it short, falls incomplete. Incomplete pass. I'll tell you what, though. Good man coverage, which isn't easy these days. These wide receivers in the NFL, so talented.
Brandon, I remember the days when the defensive backs were considered the best athletes on the field. I'm not so sure that's the case now. These wide receivers, they can do it all. Go over the top, go past you, and out-muscle you.
Shotgun snap here. Running with his man there, who falls to the ground.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
They're unable to connect on the third down pass, and now the punter comes out to boot it away. Return now by Brown. So a nice chunk of yardage there before he's taken down to the ground. So first and 10. It's a handoff this time. Linval Joseph with the tackle.
Big time points to the defense. They just swarmed, made the tackle, they get to go back to the huddle feeling awfully good about themselves.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. The give is to Bell. Gets some yards, not a whole lot there. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. And he's going to holler out some instructions. Tosses left side. And that ball probably should have been picked off, but instead incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So after the incompletion, special teams out there for the punt. The defense here in a dime look. Let's go. Right hand. Right hand. The snap from the gun. And he hauls it in. And he'll step out of bounds.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Shotgun snap. And he brings it in for the catch.
Brandon, you really fired that one in there. Excellent arm strength. And if I'm the receiver, I'm shaking my hands after that one.
First and 10. Snap comes back out of the shotgun formation. Throws left side, and it is complete. So he's finally brought down, but not before a really good game.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Second down and 5. Shotgun formation. Going downfield, and it's picked off. And he's taken down.
Definitely a situation where he wishes he had that pass back, but a nice play by the defender to pick it off.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Nearly picked off, but he dropped it.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And that one almost taken away by the defense, but it falls innocently to the ground.
Well, they did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Third down and 11. Catches the snap out of the gun. And it's complete.
Before every game, the receivers envision themselves making big plays, catches, long runs. Well, it just happened there. But sometimes when you look at the big board and you slow your feet down, keep running. That's why it was caught.
And now first down following that long gain. High formation look this time. Able to dance around for some yards. Second down and 7. 2-minute warning now. There we go with 2nd and 7. Throws it underneath, and he makes the catch. And the Steelers are in for the touchdown.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
And a try at the extra point here. And the extra point kick is good. And the kickoff team, they all appear set. And the tackle made. They get to the 24 there on the return. And he's all alone in the backfield. From the gun. Bridgewater bombs it away. And that one probably should have been picked off, but instead incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Ten yards still left on second down. Shotgun formation. Down he goes, sacked. And a timeout is taken here by the offense. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And this brings up 3rd and a mile. They'll operate from the gun. Nearly picked off, but he dropped it.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And the defensive backs they set up in the corners look defensively. Takes a snap out of the gun. Long pass by Bridgewater. And he's got it. And a good chunk of yardage is gained on the play. Unable to hit the mark, and he drops down incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. The snap from the gun. Tries over the middle, and it's thrown incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
3rd down and 10. They'll operate from the gun. This time over the middle, fired under pressure and couldn't complete it. And on that one, he was just really under fire.
You often have enough time to look downfield and find receivers. In this case, the quarterback had no time to look downfield and find anyone open.
And a big tight end shifting around from the shotgun. And the defense holds strong. Offense cannot convert on 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And on 1st down, to the ground. Hold up here, Laundry down. Let's see what the penalty's for. He's got some yards. And that one is going to set the offense back. And on 1st down, they'll put it in the belly of the running back. Going left and in search of some space. And a huge chunk of yardage. And now a timeout is taken by the defense. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
And that's how you draw it up. Huge gain on the run. Just didn't finish it off in the end zone.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the defense is going to burn one of their timeouts here. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. 2nd and 12. A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down.
That is it from U.S. Bank Stadium, folks. In a dominating game to kick off the Sunday tripleheader.
So the final whistle blows, and this one is
Steelers destroy the Vikings 17-3. Pittsburgh will move on to face San Diego at Qualcomm Stadium. Minnesota will go down and play the winner of the Cincinnati-Cleveland game Sunday night. Tonight, which I have updated as that will not be an international game. So Minnesota is going to move down to play the losers bracket with either Cleveland or Cincinnati at the end of the night.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Final
We'll see you
score,
next time.
Pittsburgh really turned it on in the second half, getting more passing, rushing, and just playing better than the Vikings. Like Chris Berman said, it's hard to win when you're playing football like that. Again, the final score, Pittsburgh Steelers 17, Minnesota Vikings 3. So at 3:45 from a albeit wet CenturyLink Field, just a few moments, we will see the Seattle Seahawks take on the New York Giants. And we will show the uniform preview for that game right here. They're going to sear people's. The Giants will be going retro, while the Seahawks are going to do everything they can to blind people's corneas. Seahawks, Giants, 3:45.